Hi, hello, welcome back to once again 6th standard English class. Here in the previous class I've taught the parts of speech just a 4. What was that? It was nouns, pronoun, verb, adverb. And in this class I'm going to teach the next. It means the further parts of speech. It was 5th one, that is adjective. Then what is adjective? An adjective is a word that qualifies a noun. It is something added to the noun. An adjective is a word which it qualifies the noun, and it will modify and it will add something it will add to the nouns, especially to the common nouns. This will add, it will qualifies. How? Let us see here in the examples. Example: beautiful rose. Beautiful rose. Roses, first of all, the roses will be very beautiful. Rose, to look only it will be superb. For this we are qualifying it, we are telling it, it is beautiful. Okay, this extra, the added word is called as adjective. In the same way, there is another example. The boy. Boy is a common noun. For the common noun, for the boy, how is that boy? That boy is very clever. Clever boy, intelligent boy. These words are called as quality, or adding something or adding any extra to that particular noun is called as a adjective. In the same way, another example for chalk. First of all, the chalk will be white in color. Here is my chalk is in white in color. Chalk is in white. So we have added the color chalk. We are added the color of chalk. Which color it is? White color chalk. This is also a white color chalk. So like this we can give many examples. How to identify which is a quality, quantity, all these comes under adjective only. Example: much, many, more, little, few, intelligent, brave, clever, beautiful, extravagant. All these comes under adjectives only. So by this, by reading the sentences, just open your textbook. There will be the sentences. If you find such words, just you underline and you make sure. It will be a good practice to you by identifying the noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, whatever I have taught now. Okay, and next move on to the another parts of speech, that is preposition. Then what is a preposition? Already I have taught you in the previous class. Preposition, it denotes something to us. What it denotes? What is the meaning of preposition? Let us see here. The preposition is a word used with a noun or pronoun to show their relation with something else. To showing their relation with something. How? Let me tell you. The cow is a noun. It has a relation with something. The cow has a relation with something. How? The garden. The cow is relating to the garden. In which sense? Which is pronoun here? Sorry, which is preposition here? The preposition is in. The cow is in the garden. It is something related to the cow. Understanding? Okay. Next example. She goes to college. She has a relation with college. What she is doing? She is going. Going to the college. This to is called as a preposition. The cat is under the table. The cat has a relation with the table. So here under is a preposition. Like this you have many words. Is, in, of, to, TOO, to, OFF, of. Okay, under, below, after, before. Every words are called as a prepositions itself. Okay, just work out on this. Now the next move on to the another parts of speech, that is conjunction. The conjunctions are used to connect words, phrases, clauses or sentences. Here it is giving the connection between with one word with another word, or else with one sentence to the another sentences. Like this. How it is joining? By using some words we can join the words, sentences, phrases or clauses. Which are those words? That is and, but, so. These are the three words we can use in conjunctions by joining the words, phrases, clauses or sentences. So, example, pen and ink. Pen and ink. Okay, it is joining the word. It is giving the interlink to the next word. Next one, table and chair. Table and chair, we will tell commonly, table and chair, pen and ink. But which word is connecting? Conjunction word is connecting both the words. That was a word. Then what about a sentence? We shall see here. The book was open. The book was open, but she was sleeping. It was two sentences. It was two clauses. Here one person is doing two works. So this is one clause and this is another clause. A single person do the double work is said to be a sentence. Okay, so this is the first clause and the second clause. Okay, main clause and the primary clause. So two clauses are connecting each other with the help of a conjunction word. That conjunction word, which word we have used here? We have used but. The girl opened the book, but what she is doing? She is sleeping. Yes, two works are being done. So what is the next sentence says? What is the next example say? She is beautiful but extravagant. Yes, she looks marvelous. How means so extravagant. Okay, here this is the two sentences. It is joining with the help of a word conjunction with the help of a word. Which word it is? It is also a but. Here these are the conjunction words where we have used in words, clauses and sentences. So this is about the conjunction. And the last but not least, it was interjection. In the parts of speech, this was very last and very easy to learn, because every day you do this. I am telling why. We shall see here. What is an interjection? Interjection. What is an interjection? An interjection is a word or sound, or just keep it in your mind, or sound used to express. The sound which we use to express the feelings or emotions. The sound which we use our feelings to express. It may be the emotions or it may be our feelings. Example, if anything was on TV, especially all at a sudden, if KGF 2 telecast directly on TV, then what was your reaction? Wow! It means you'll show your happiness in you. Yes? Yes, of course. If not, another example. If your parents brought any new cycle to you on your birthdays, on something else, surprisingly, if they give the key in your hand, wow, what a beautiful it is. It means you'll show your feelings over there. You'll show your emotions over there. That emotions which you have shown at that particular moment, the word which comes out from your mouth. So that sentences are said to be interjection sentences. In that, some of the examples I have written here. Let me look at the examples. First one, alas, she has gone. Your favorite friend you did not met from many long years, all of a sudden she comes, and if she go off after just 2 minutes, then what's your still more time you should spend with us. You'll be telling like this. It means in your sad mood you are telling that she has gone. Alas is used to a sad expression. Okay. Next, oh, what a pity. By showing any things, by showing a doll, we will express, wow, what a pity. By showing it, by pointing out something. Okay. Next, ugh, what a dirty place. Of course, if we go to any theaters or shopping malls, if we use any place, if any place is little bit dirty, means by seeing that it was not good. Yes, we will be expressing in our common language, we will be telling like this. That when we convert into the English, we will tell ugh, it is very dirty. By expressing like this, these are some of the emotions we express in our own languages, but in English we will be expressing like this. Yes. Okay. Next, hooray, we have won it. Yes. Now I will tell, hooray, I have done my parts of speech. It means I am expressing my feelings here. I am expressing, yes, I have done it. I have did it. I have won this. Yes, I have taught you. I made you people to understand. So this is the interjection. Okay. So from yesterday or from in the previous class till today we have learnt about the parts of speeches. So far I have taught 8 parts of speeches to you the people. Which are those? Once again recall within a fraction of moment. Okay, what is that? Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, and at last interjection. So far we have read a brief explanation about these parts of speeches. In the future classes, in the next upcoming classes, let me explain you each and every parts of speech in detail, because every part of speech is very elaborated. Everything is explained in very detailedly. Example, let me tell you one example. Noun. If I take a noun, in that noun, once again the noun is classified into 5 types or 5 kinds. So there, that we should divide and that we should get understood. Okay, like that we should explain all these. So in future classes let me explain you all these, and for today's class let me tell you the bye. So have a good day children, work out on this. Thank you, bye.